Welcome to Michael Yoakley's Charity, based in Margate, Kent. Thank you for taking the time to view this DVD, which tells you about our wonderful charity and what we do. The charity was established in 1709, following the death of Michael Yoakley, a Quaker businessman. He had been born in the Margate area of poor parentage, but at the age of 14 he started work as a ship's boy on hoy boats, which sail between the Kent ports and central London. He worked his way up the seafaring career ladder, eventually captaining and owning shares in ships which sailed from Britain to the newly discovered America in the late 1600s. He invested his earnings in property in various parts of southeast England, some in central London. Throughout his successful career, he showed great care and concern for his mother, who had been widowed early in his life. He married, but had no children of his own, and in his will he stated that all his assets should be used to provide accommodation for the deserving poor, older persons of the Margate area. The first trustees of the charity commissioned the building of the first 9 almshouses. They are still standing and in full occupancy today. The charity is proud to have continued to provide accommodation and care for the older person in beautiful surroundings for over 300 years. Since 1710, more almshouses have been added to the original 9. There are now 45 which continue to be let at very low rents, 38 of a single occupancy and 7 for couples. These provide homely accommodation in a secluded community setting for up to 50 residents. The criteria for becoming an almshouse resident remain close to those specified by Michael Yoakley himself. No busybody, nor proud idle person, nor waster, but careful and diligent, as much as in them lieth, labouring with their own hands for maintenance, being of good life and godly conversions, as become the truth and the Christian religion. The almshouses are very popular, and application to move in can often mean joining a lengthy waiting list. Yoakley House Residential Care Home was built in 1980. The aim was to provide full personal care for almshouse residents who could no longer look after themselves independently, without them having to leave their friends in the Drapers community.
As a resident, I just said, that I cannot look after myself. I'm going to trip over. They can't leave me in a home on my own, you see. So it's wonderful, but get the attention. You're not so frightened. If you want anything, you can just press a bell and they'll come and help you. But we do all things to help them, because it's a marvellous charity, really.
The charity is proud to be regarded as providing an excellent service both by the Care Quality Commission and the Kent Care Homes Association. A full and varied programme of activities is laid on at Yoakley House, open to both Yoakley House and the almshouse residents. These include games afternoons, church services, musical entertainers, quizzes, exercise classes. Annual events such as the summer fair and the garden party give good opportunity for friends and relatives to come and appreciate the beautiful gardens. With the charity's 300th anniversary celebrations, an extension was built to Yoakley House to provide a fully equipped training annex.
Hello, my name's Chris Smith. I'm the trainer for the staff here at Yoakley. Basically, that involves training all new staff and current staff in any training needs that they have. Okay, if you're talking about the room here, we've got a nice large area with air conditioning. Okay, we've got the ability to have 5 or 6 separate tables with seating, and we can also make that into a boardroom style, so it suits all needs. Obviously we've got the divider here that can come across and separate into 2 separate training rooms or 2 interview rooms. We've got the DVD and telly, which is always useful. We've got the laptop that's always here. Even if someone hasn't got their own laptop, they can just bring the information on a dongle. We've got a smart board, so it's touch screen as well, so you don't have to use a pointer, you can use your finger. And also we've got all the wireless in the floor here, that can come straight up, so there's no trip hazards.
The training annex is self-contained and available to let to other training organisations. This has provided a good source of income for the charity since its opening. Those who attend training courses here appreciate the air-conditioned room with full facilities, the beautiful surroundings, on-site parking and excellent lunches provided. Anyone wishing to use the training annex should make inquiries via Yoakley House. In 2009, a further extension was added to Yoakley House to create 5 new ensuite rooms. These provide short-term care for up to 6 weeks for those who normally manage at home but need assistance in the short term. We are very grateful to the Rotary Club of Thanet, who generously funded the purchase of new equipment, including 2 hoists for our respite rooms. They have proved a very popular service, with many residents returning for a second or third stay. If an older person you know will benefit from respite care, please contact us at Yoakley House. The League of Friends was launched in 2008. Its membership includes staff, residents, trustees, relatives and friends of the charity. Their aim is to increase the profile of the charity and to raise funds for items the charity needs, which would not come into the day-to-day running costs. In its first 18 months, the League raised over £7,000 towards a fantastic new greenhouse. The gardener is delighted with his new base, and the charity is saving money, as he now has the capacity to grow more garden plants from seeds and cuttings. Funds have been raised through quiz nights, strawberry teas in the garden, musical events, fashion shows and general donations. The League is currently focusing on funds to upgrade the Yoakley House laundry equipment to machines which have increased infection control capacity. If you would be interested to join, we would be delighted to hear from you at Yoakley House. Successive generations of trustees have worked admirably over 300 years to ensure that the unique services offered have continued and expanded, whilst continuing to keep costs to residents to a minimum. The majority of the investment property has been sold at different times to meet the needs of the particular generation. In the current economic downturn, the charity's income from investments and the few remaining let properties is not what it used to be. Even with the new source of income from the respite rooms and the training annex, income just covers regular expenditure, and there is no surplus for major repairs and upgrades or for expansion of services. One current project is the upgrade of the almshouse bathrooms to replace the old small baths with more easily accessible shower units. Again, as almshouse residents find their mobility decreasing, they can no longer get into the bath.
I have to sit on this seat to put some water in and then lift my legs to try and wash my feet. But I can't sit in the bath itself, I can't get in and out. So I would really, appreciate if I could have a shower that I could just not have to climb over the bath to get into.
This is a costly exercise, since almost every property is over 200 years old and differs in size and shape from the one next door, so the shower fittings have to be made to measure. Our current focus is on fundraising to see all the cottage bathrooms improved. The residents of the Yoakley community also enjoy communal activities and fundraising through their friendship club. Every year their main event is a summer fair, which is open to the public and at which they run a variety of stalls. It is always good to see the residents working together to benefit not only themselves but also others. Michael Yoakley's dream was that his own mother should live out her latter days in a good home, in pleasant surroundings, with the dignity, care and attention she so deserved. 300 years on, his dream is still our mandate. We believe that there are many mothers and fathers, aunts and uncles today who deserve the same. Today's trustees want the charity to be able to expand its services to benefit more elderly people. We cannot do this without your support, and we invite you to come alongside us in whatever way you feel able. A one-off donation, longer-term financial support, or joining the League of Friends. One day it may be your own children who are looking for support for their parents, and who knows, it may be you who will need a Yoakley.